There is no change between the episode and the Blu-ray release this time. Isn't that crazy? Nah, I lied. There's absolutely a change.
Get these water cans cleaned up while we're gone.
So Valhalla doesn't actually allow you to spawn in a goshawk. So what they did was they took a screenshot from a goshawk on Sandtrap and then cropped it out and placed it into the shot. You can tell this by the very faint beige lines along the outside of the hog, as well as the slight sandy texture the hog has around the front of it. Oh, you can also see sand in the windshield.
Or death? By dehydration?
I don't know, smart ass.
You can see they tried their best to cover the hog's turret with these conveniently placed boxes.
You going with us?
No, but I wasn't going to let you guys have all the packing fun to yourselves. That's the best part of going on vacation. I mean, besides airport security's full cavities, time to go.
What Donut is known for are innuendos and having a great arm.
It comes from years of tossing.
An innuendo is defined as being an elusive or oblique remark or hint, according to Oxford Languages. So, with Donut saying airport's full cavity search is one of the best parts about going on vacation, that isn't very elusive or oblique. That is a rather direct statement that he likes his cavity being searched.
And don't forget to let him out in the yard every now and then.
I love yard time.
Donut touches grass. Yo, it's confirmed.
Never mind.
All aboard! Let's get this show on the road.
The music that the hog is playing is the classic Red Team theme music. The song's name is actually Los Dos Laredos, and it was released in 1995. If you actually go to the YouTube comment section on this video, you can see everyone's mentioning Red vs. Blue, and I think that's so fucking funny. I should also mention that you can see the Warthog is actually just a regular machine gun hog in this overhead shot.
Hey, be careful with the new gun. It hasn't passed any real-world testing yet.
So the reason it was Grif, Sarge, and Caboose going on this mission, and Simmons, Donut, and Lopez weren't involved, is honestly just because of game limitations. Later on in the season, Church is in the show, but he's in the body of an alien relic. This relic is actually the player model when someone goes into editor mode in the Forge game type. Well, in Halo 3, the Forge game type didn't allow you to be any color you wanted, and there were select teams you had to choose from. Simmons' standard maroon color isn't one of those options in the original Forge mode, so to save themselves the headache that they would inevitably find themselves dealing with later when Tucker and CT are introduced, they split the party and made Simmons stay home.
Hey, be careful with the new gun. It hasn't passed any real-world testing yet.
It hasn't passed any fake world testing. It's passed 0 tests.
That's not true.
Hey, Simmons, check this out. I'm gonna shoot the next one on the hoo-hoo.
Oh, hey guys, what's going on in this?
Oh shit, they did do fake world testing.
Guys, I really appreciate this.
See you soon. Try not to get in any trouble.
This shot that goes under the water, if you look close, you'll notice that there aren't any characters in the Warthog. Gavin explains this in the director's commentary.
And here they go underwater. We had
Now
fun with this.
that was pretty tough to do. We had to do that in Forge. I just picked up the Warthog in Forge with no one in it and just shoved it really fast into the water, because if there was someone in it, it would glitch like crazy because you're pushing a character through an invisible wall that they're not allowed to go through.
He also has a neat fact about the shot where the Warthog comes out of the water.
This shot here of it coming out is high ground.
Right.
Because you can't actually get that deep in the water on this map, which is
Zanzibar.
Zanzibar.
Last resort.
Last resort.
That's not a clue. There's no mystery. We're driving there.
Come on, let's get going before the trail gets cold.
There was actually a deleted scene here with a character that hasn't been in the show since season 5. Here is only part of that scene.
All right, men, saddle up. Let's find that desert.
This is going to be great. Yeah, I can't wait to go to the most hostile environment known to man.
Hello? Somebody out here? Man, could have sworn I heard someone. Sounded like some guys I know.
I'm worried about him. Sí, porque usted es estúpido como ese. I think I'm gonna go over there and check on him.
Did you ever realize that they added an extra 50-ish seconds of filler just for the car driving into the water bit? Let me break it down for you. This scene with Caboose saying he has a leaky suit only happened to show that they exited water after driving into it, since if they went from driving into the water, then hard cut to the desert, it would have just been very jarring. Well, now that they had an update on what this half of the crew is up to, they need to show what the other half of the crew is up to. 2 scenes back to back involving the same crew does not work well in the slightest, mainly for time passing issues, as well as just overly focusing on one part of the crew. So they needed to cut to B-Team back at the base, which literally nothing happens. It's just Donut and Lopez talking for a collective 20 seconds, with most of that time being Lopez calling Simmons and Donut stupid.
Sí, él es estúpido como ese.
Now, with all of that happening, we can finally cut back to the A-Team arriving in the desert, since it's been shown that they left the water, arriving in a sandy area, which means they must be close, and there has been an indistinguishable amount of time between the last scene they were in and this one. That whole 50-second sequence has zero plot points or importance to the overall story, other than just acting as filler. If they wanted to cut filler, all they would have had to do is drive the Warthog in a different direction rather than driving it into the water.
I told you not to take jump figures in my yeehaws. Thanks for look bad.
Normally, when you drive out of bounds on sand traps, mines pop out of the sand to prevent you from going too far. However, you can disable these mines by doing an old trick called overloading. This is where you would create a map with trip mines that were set to infinitely respawn, and then just start throwing them until all of the objects on the map disappear. This will also disable the Guardians, which is what the game says you die to when you die to an out-of-bounds event, and you can freely roam out of bounds without worry, at least until the map reloads the Guardians again.
Wait, what?
You are attempting to access a restricted area and you have entered a minefield. A what? Minefield, you idiot!
This line has an entirely different voice actor between the episodic and Blu-ray releases. The Blu-ray release is voiced by the same person who voiced CT, but the episodic release is voiced by... well, honestly, I have no idea.
You are attempting to access a restricted area and you have entered a minefield. A what? Minefield, you idiot!
You are attempting to access a restricted area, and you have entered a minefield.
A what?
A minefield, you idiot.
We belong to it.
Guys, he means explosives.
Oh!
At the end of the episodic release, Sarge has one last "oh" after a long pause that is absent in the Blu-ray release.
We belong to it.
Guys, he means explosives.
Oh! We belong to it.
Guys, he means explosives.
Oh! Oh!
Hey guys, thank you all so much for watching this episode and any other episode of Overanalyzing Red vs. Blue you might have watched in the past. Feel free to like, comment about anything you found interesting or something I missed, and subscribe if you're interested in watching more content like this. Once again, thank you all so much for the support, it really means the world to me. I'm Spiral, and I'll talk to you all later.